Nest. What I have for you all today is all things November. This is going to be an overview of November's budgets, as well as kind of some goals, to-dos, and considerations for the month of November. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Alrighty, so first let's get into the monthly budget situation and what is going on during the month of November. What we have here, I've went ahead and taken the liberty of completely filling this out. Well, I had already started to fill this out in the month of October because of the way October was set up. My last paycheck in October kind of bridges over into November. So I had went ahead and set it up just so that I can have kind of a layout of what I had to pay with that very last paycheck in October, which, as some of you may know, if you watch my videos, I got paid on October 30th, which was pretty much, well, the very end of the month. It was really just the day before the last day of the month. So when I got paid on the 30th, pretty much this paycheck was going to account for everything kind of in that first 2 weeks-ish of November. But today we're going to look at November as a whole and just kind of see what we have going on. All right, so just gonna give you all just a good glance and a view at this before I flip, because I'm not gonna stay on this page. I'm actually gonna go and fill out this page here, which is gonna encompass like all of this, plus my sinking funds and investments. So let us go ahead and get started here. All right, so as far as income, and I'm gonna need my trusty calculator. What we have as far as income, we have full-time job income, and then we have online income. All right, so as far as full-time job, my pay is set because I'm salary. So typically my paychecks are the same. I don't want to say every payday, because like one payday it's more than another. I don't know how that works out. I've said that numerous times. For some reason it just does, but the numbers are always the same. So we're gonna have $2,032.71 for one payday, and then $2,162.03 for another payday. That is going to give us a budgeted total of $4,194.74. And then for online income, I typically budget $150 per paycheck, and I'm just going to continue to do that. I tend to either go a little bit over that, or sometimes I will come in under it. It just depends on how hard I'm hitting as far as marketing and things like that, and posting and those different things. But I'm gonna make a plan to be more dedicated to my online income sources. I've been saying that for the past couple of months, but the past couple of months have been a bit crazy. So we're gonna keep it at $150 per paycheck. So that's gonna be $300 in total. All right, which gives us a total of $4,194.74 plus 300. That gives us a budgeted total of $4,494.74. Okay, now that is for income. Now what we have as far as expenses, bills, and savings, I'm gonna put all that kind of in this one category. It's just easier to keep it all together like that for me. So for my cash envelopes for the month is going to be, I calculated that up because those are my different sections, and I will actually take you all to, so that you can see. This is from my last paycheck in October. The different sections that I have. If you saw this video for this paycheck budget, you will know that I added 2 new categories to my cash envelopes. They used to include household, personal, pet, gas, groceries. I've now added an eating out category and an allowance category. So these are the categories that encompass my cash envelopes. So for the total month, It's actually $1,230 for the entire month, which comes out to $615 per paycheck. And I would say this current paycheck that I'm in right now, which is when I got paid on October 30th, we're still in that paycheck because I haven't gotten paid yet in November. It's going pretty well. I will say it's going really well with allocating money for an allowance and eating out and groceries. It's really shaping out pretty well, almost too well, to the point where I need to maybe think about scaling my allotments back. My eating out allotment may be a bit too high because I'm finding that like last week, because I kind of try to split it up. Even though it's already split up amongst the paychecks, I try to split it up over the weeks as well. So I essentially, if I had $90 for eating out for the paycheck, I had $45 for one week and $45 for another week. I had money left over from last week. I didn't spend $45 eating out last week. So I may look at that. I may continue to see how it goes, or like I said, I may think about changing those numbers, but we shall see. So that is for cash envelopes. Now for sinking funds, my total for sinking funds for the month is $300. And I'm gonna flip back again so I can show you all what that's looking like. Okay, so sinking funds, these are my sinking fund categories. We have house, travel, car maintenance, and holiday. I typically don't put anything in holiday, but seeing as how we are coming upon the end of the year, December, last year, this was my first year having a sinking fund for holidays, by the way, and I started that sinking fund in December of 2019. So by the time we pretty much got to summer of 2020, I had completely funded my sinking funds for holiday spending. Holiday spending being Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I'm gonna do the same thing again this year. So in December, that is likely where you'll start seeing me add to that holiday sinking fund again. So that's $300. So that comes out to about $150 per paycheck. And like I said, these are all my different categories, which if you watch my videos, you see that I allocate those. You see how much I allocate to each of those categories. But like I said, it's probably going to go up in December because I'll start back adding to holidays. All right, so it's $300 for the month for sinking funds. And then for my investments, I use the Stash app, and that is at $100 a month. And I will flip back again so you all can see. I'm putting towards my Stash Invest $50 every paycheck, so that comes out to $100 a month. It was $150 in October, but that was because there were 3 paychecks in October. So, but essentially it's usually $100 per month because I usually only get paid twice in a month. So it's $100 that I'm putting towards that this month. And I need to do an update on how that is looking. Some interesting things have been going on in the market, which Stash Invest is of course stocks and ETFs, things like that. Some interesting things have been going on. So I've kind of been seeing it, fluctuate. But it had an uptick recently, so it boosted up quite a bit. But I need to do an update on that. But I will pop up here my referral code. They're currently running a promotion right now where if you use my referral code, you will actually get $20 to your Stash app. Once if you use my referral code and then you invest $5, just $5, you will actually get $20. So, but you got to make sure you use my referral code. And like I said, I'll pop that up here on the screen. All right. So that's $100 for Stash Invest. And then we can move on to my actual bills and things like that. So we have gym at $44.99. And we have Comcast at $68.85. True Pinion, $45.68. And we have Allstate at $133.67. You know what? I'm actually gonna put Allstate together because I recently signed up for some renter's insurance. Don't come for me in the comments. No, I did not have renter's insurance. My rent situation is unique at the moment. I don't pay rent, which I'm sure some of you have noticed. If you've been watching me since I first premiered here on YouTube, I don't pay rent and I don't have a mortgage. But technically my status is renting. That is my status. But I did not have renter's insurance. So although there is homeowner's insurance, I was concerned if my things would actually be covered, if that makes sense. I was a bit concerned. So I got some renter's insurance. It wasn't expensive. It was relatively cheap. So, which means I've had renter's insurance before when I was in my own home renting, but now in the current situation I'm in now, my mom has homeowner's insurance. But like I said, I was concerned if that would cover my stuff. I was concerned. And that can be a story time for another day, as to why I moved back home. Yes, I am home with family. I've been living out on my own probably since I was like 19 or 20. And then I came back home when I realized that my finances were in shambles and I was on the verge of bankruptcy. So I came back home. Which, I mean, my mom has a very spacious home and she doesn't mind my dog either. So it works out for me. But like I said, I digress. Back to what I was talking about. So I signed up for renter's insurance. So we're going to add, my car insurance is $133.67. I actually now have a discount on that because I got the renter's insurance. It didn't go down a lot, it just went down some because my car insurance was like $140 something, but now it's $133.67. And then my renter's insurance is $17.68. Okay, so that in total, what's going to Allstate is $151.35. And I actually thought about just paying that out, like the renter's policy, just paying it out for the whole premium, which I think in total it was like $200 something. I don't know why I didn't think about it when I signed up for it, but I can always do that at any time during my policy period. I could just pay it out, but that's a thought for another day. So Allstate, and then we have T-Mobile, $189. Then we have MLG&W, which is $115 for this month. Amazon Music is $1.08. And then we have AT&T, which is $45. And then we have Hulu and Netflix. Look at that. I got right down to the end and I needed an extra line to put my total, but it's cool. I'm just gonna write it off to the side. So Hulu is $20.58, and then Netflix is $17.51. Okay. All right. So our totals here are going to be $1,230 plus 300 plus 100 plus 44.99 plus 68.85 plus 45.68 plus 151.35 plus 189 plus 115 108 45 20.58 and then 17.51. All right, that is going to be that is going to be, I'm just gonna write it. I'm gonna make myself a line so that I don't get myself confused, because I am known for being confused. I'm known for being confused. So let's just put, because I need to put my actuals right here, so I need some room. Well, not really room, but I just want to separate this a little bit. Okay, so we will put here budgeted is going to be $2,329.04. All right, and then I'll just write actual right there, and then I can put my actual when I need to, and then I have room for my actuals for these. A little ghetto, but it's okay. A little ghetto, but it's all right. Okay. All right, so moving along to debt payments, we have Nectar, which is for my mattress, and it is a part of my debt snowball. It's just further down the list. Car note, it's actually $240-ish something, but I always round it up to $250. Merrick is a credit card, and that is $39. Target, we budgeted at $54, but some of these have already been paid, because they were paid when I got paid on the 30th of October, because remember I said when I got paid on the 30th, that bridged pretty much into the beginning of November. So many of these have already been paid. We can go in and add them in like maybe mid-month. Maybe I'll do a mid-month check-in, but then I have my paycheck budget check-in, so it really doesn't make sense, but we will see. But this is pretty much my setup for November. All right, so let's Target, and then we have First Premier, and that one's gonna be at $47. Legal fees, I know you all are used to seeing the per paycheck amount for that, but I actually am adding together the two payments because the total per month for that is like $425. I just split it up over two payments. Avant, which is a credit card, that one is coming in at $27, and then Regional One, which is a medical bill. Okay, so let's tally these up. We got 86, 250, 39, 54, 47, 425, 27, and then 25. That is going to be, I'm just going to put it down here at the bottom, $953. Yes. And then I'm going to make myself another line. Like I said, quite ghetto, but it's okay. All right, and then I'm going to put overall. All right. Okay. Income. for the month. I have it up there. $4,494.74. And then outgoing, and I also do this per paycheck as well, so there you go. But I'm like I said, this is for the entire month. Outgoing is $23,2904, and then $953. Outgoing is going to be $3,282.04, and then left over is going to be 4494.74. Left over, is that right? I'm checking my math. Yeah, that's right. Okay, left over is going to be $1,212.70. And what that leftover is, and what that leftover amount accounts for would be for my debt snowball payments that I make throughout the month, as well as anything I put into savings, like my emergency fund, because I already have like my sinking funds, which is technically savings, and then my investments, which is also technically savings. So and with my emergency fund being fully funded for 6 months, I think I'm like right at 6 months ish for my emergency fund. So with that being funded, me having sinking funds as well as investments going, as well as retirement, I feel pretty okay if I don't put anything in my emergency fund. I'm okay if all this were to go to debt pay. I'm fine if that happens, but usually it doesn't, because sometimes I do a little bit of spending and I kind of go over in certain areas. But with putting that allowance amount in my cash envelopes, that allowance category, I have noticed a difference in my extra spending this paycheck. Now, I didn't notice it in October simply because October was lit. October was just very lit. But this last payday, the current one we're in right now, which is bridged over into the beginning of November, I am seeing a difference in my spending patterns since I have allocated categories for eating out and an allowance. So there you go. All right, so that is budget stuff for the month of November. And of course, you will see more detailed things when I get to like my paycheck budgets for November. All right, so let's get to goals, to-dos, and considerations. Now, this does not encompass everything that I have going on related to goals, to-dos, and considerations for the month of November. These are just things that will affect money, whether it affects me making money or me giving money, paying stuff. So let's go ahead and look into what my goals are. All right, my goals for the month of November is to secure dental appointment. That is greatly overdue. And then make a little bullet point. And then my next one, which is bridging over from several months, secure new eye doc. That has to happen. An appointment. Let me put an appointment right here. An appointment. I think I've had this as one of my goals for the past like 3 months, 3-4 months. It just has not been working out. I have to get this done because I have to get new glasses and contacts, both. All right. So another goal for this month is to remain in budget for food and groceries. Alrighty, and then last goal is to recover from October. Why I say that? I don't think I went completely insane in October, but because October kind of kicked off Q4 and, you know, holiday season and fall, which are all my favorite times of the year, there's a lot of things that went on in October. And then I had an influx of income in October, if you saw my October monthly video. So I kind of did go a little ham, but I am proud of myself because I sat down and kind of really assessed what happened in October. I paid off some debt, more debt than I had even planned to pay off, which I'll be doing an updated debt snowball video for you all soon so that you all can see kind of where I am and get a pulse check on where I am. So yeah, I did pay off some debt. I put some money away. But I also did some spending. I did more spending than I anticipated, much more than I anticipated spending. And then we had like a little get together for Halloween, which was completely cash flowed. But I would say cash flowed from my holiday spending, because I allotted a certain amount. I only saved $800 for holiday spending, which would be $200 for Halloween, $200 for Thanksgiving, and then $400 for Christmas, which the $400 for Christmas would include gifts for Christmas, because we typically do Secret Santa, so that includes gifts for my Secret Santa person, gifts for my significant other, gifts for my mother, my contribution to whoever's cooking. I don't know who that is. I don't know who's hosting for Christmas, but we kind of do, you know, when we get together, we pool money so that people aren't just out, you know. So we do that, and then it's also for any holiday decor things, which we have holiday decor, but sometimes you find something cute and you want to get it. So that's usually where that comes from, the holiday sinking fund. But like I said, for October, just recovering from all the things that went on in October. So I really need to sit down and just do a deep dive assessment into what happened in October and get myself back on track, because I even kind of fell off a bit with posting my videos. I mean, just a lot was going on in October. Work revved up, just a lot of things happened. So I really need to recover from all things October. Alrighty, so to-do list. What do I need to do this month? And this first to-do is going to tie in with the recover from October. We are going to budget weekly. That's what we're gonna do. All right, we are going to make weekly debt snowball payments. I need to list the December budget kits. And then I need to also finish overhaul of budget sheets so that I can get those back into the shop. All right, those are my to-dos for the month of November. And then considerations for November. We have Thanksgiving spending, and this is pretty much purchasing food for Thanksgiving, because we are cooking and hosting. So that's going to be Thanksgiving spending for primarily food, and maybe a couple of Christmas fall decor pieces, because typically we start to decorate for Christmas either the day before Thanksgiving or the day of Thanksgiving. It's kind of a thing we just do. That's what we do. Our Christmas tree goes up on Thanksgiving. And then we kind of start to, you know, put up a lot of the Christmas decorations. Like I said, either the day before Thanksgiving. Well, usually the Christmas tree goes up the day before Thanksgiving, and then we're decorating it on Thanksgiving, and then putting up other decorations just kind of throughout that whole week. So we got to think about Thanksgiving spending. I'm just going to put this down. I'm just going to say additional Xmas decor. And then I'm getting my hair straightened. I'm just gonna put hair appointment. I tend to get my hair straightened once a year, usually. And it's always when it's cold. I probably maybe should push this back. I'm gonna put an asterisk beside that because I may try to push that back because it started to get warm this week. It had been cold, like cold, and then it jumped up to like almost 80 degrees. But hey, that's Memphis weather for you. So I may see about pushing that back to December, but we're just gonna leave it on here because I've already paid a deposit and I've already booked it. And I think it's booked for like closer to the end of November. I think it's like November 20th something. I think it's like right before Thanksgiving. I think maybe because Thanksgiving's on that Thursday. I think my appointment is like that Tuesday. I think like that Tuesday or something. But we shall see. It may start to cool back down again. Like next week, it'll probably be 30 degrees. Because like I said, that's just Memphis weather for you. So I gotta think about my hair appointment, and then Christmas gifts. Because I take advantage of the sales and everything that goes on during the month of November, because there's usually a lot of sales. And I'm not even talking about just Black Friday, just all throughout the month of November there's usually always sales and things like that. So I tend to buy Christmas gifts in November anyway, because I kind of know like what people want. So I just, like I said, I kind of make those purchases in the month of November. And then we are doing Secret Santa this year. So, and I'll get my Secret Santa gift it'll probably be the very end of November, because like I said, we do Secret Santa on Thanksgiving. So we pull names on Thanksgiving and then we give the gifts on Christmas. So I probably will buy the Secret Santa gift, if not at the end of November, it'll be at the beginning of December, like beginning to mid-December is when I will get the Secret Santa gift. And I need to put down winter coat and hat. No, not winter coat and hat, but winter coat and boots. Why would I need a hat? Why would I say hat? Winter coats and boots. And why did I say hat? I say that because not because getting a hat in winter is absurd, but getting a hat in winter for me is absurd. Like I said, I'm natural and I naturally have a big head, so hats usually don't work for me. All right, so winter coat and boots. And then I need to think about team gifts, because I'm technically a manager at my job and I like to get gifts for my team for Christmas. So I need to start planning that to see what I'm going to do. I just need to start planning that. I guess for Xmas. And what else? There was another little consideration. PS5. And I'm going to put question marks beside that. If you all didn't know, I am a gamer. Me and my significant other both are gamers, and we have been talking about the PlayStation 5. I know they had it on pre-order and we completely missed that. Yep, we completely missed it. I don't know what happened, but we completely missed it. So I'm putting that there because we do want to get one, but it's more of a thing like, will they be available? Are they going back on pre-order? When are they available? I need to look that up to see when the drop date for those are. But I do remember they were on pre-order and we did not make it. So I'm just going to put that there because I would at least like to maybe consider that for this month. Even if we don't get one until like after, like, you know, maybe December, sometime after. I at least want to look into that and make that a consideration for this month. So this is everything for the month of November. So I think that is all we have, everybody. Yes, we went over budgets. Showed y'all my monthly overview. We went over the budget in its entirety, and then we also talked about our goals, to-dos, and considerations for November. So let me know in the comments what your November is looking like. Are you hoping to make out good for November? Do you think November is going to be lit for you? Looking at all of this, November is probably going to be just as lit for me as October was, but these are things that I made plans for. Like I said, such as having my holiday sinking fund. That's going to cover a good portion of this. It's going to cover the Thanksgiving spending, the decor, you know, gifts, which I may have to dip in somewhere else a little bit more for when we start talking about gifts, and then my team gifts, and then all that stuff. We may have to dip into some other funds somewhere, but I just like the idea that I have the sinking fund, and I set that up to where I'm not completely going to be in the negative come January 1. And I definitely don't want to get into a situation where I'm going to be in debt because of holidays. That is not a thing. That's not happening. I'm not falling back into that pattern. So tell me, like, again, tell me how you guys are going to be shaping out for November. Let me know down in the comments. So that is it, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss any more of my videos. Peace.